Jackson Colby weaves through, gets it a ball, and one play.
Hi, this is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Taneytown, Arkansas is open and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment that you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today at 888-498-2549.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gray, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for students to compete in. I am Donald Tucker, president of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Accidents are never planned, but no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns, a voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for students to compete in. I am Donald Tucker, president of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Welcome back. A fresh 8 on the third quarter clock. 34-19 our score, a 15-point lead if my math serves me right. Believe me, I'm not good at math, so don't quote me on it. But that is the score here in Wildcat Arena. The third game of conference play for the Wildcats. McKinley Campbell finishing with the first half with 18 points. Our sister 7 points. Those are the two leading score for the Wildcats. Brooklyn Owens goes inside, does not get the basket to fall, and rebounded right there by McKinley Campbell. She's going to go the other way.
You see Rogers just being aggressive and trying to go down low and take advantage of the lack of size inside by the Wildcats.
As they're going to call a traveling violation on Maya Haney. Maybe got ahead of herself a little bit. I mean, sometimes the brain doesn't match the feet when it comes to plays like that, and maybe it did, and we just didn't see it all the way from up here.
Yep, just rushed it a little bit, and but you like to see players wanting to be aggressive offensively.
Going inside and fouled on the play is, I think that's Owens.
We saw the same thing. You see how Rogers have adjusted, and you see what they're looking to do right off the bat in the beginning of the second half, attack the hole. And we saw the same thing in the Northside Grizzlies game.
Yes.
That first half, they were trying to just play perimeter basketball, and then they understood, like, look, this Har-Ber team only really has one big post player.
Correct.
And that's Jazz. And when she's not in the game, you got to be able to pound it inside if you want an opportunity to have a chance against this quicker, faster Har-Ber team.
And if you're the Wildcats, you want to be able to make sure that they don't get it inside and don't get comfortable positioning when it comes to that, as that Madison Campbell was taken out of the play by a Rogers Mountie. That'll be baseline out of bounds for the Wildcats. Delaney Roller will inbound. A box set here for the Wildcats. Roller gets inside, but not really. Well, they never touched it, so that's not a backcourt violation. I would have thought it would have been for a second.
In FIBA, it would have been.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. Oh, Fitzgerald limping bad. That's a very good player for the Wildcats right there.
I learned that when back in my coaching days, we took a trip to Italy, and our team was playing against one of the Italian pro teams, and our player got the ball, and we were like, just throw it in the backcourt. And they were like, well, they didn't even speak. The refs didn't even speak English. They said, no, FIBA.
FIBA. I love it.
They're like, okay, that means no, you can't throw it in the backcourt in FIBA.
I love it. Owens going inside and knocks down Madison Campbell. Or I can't see it. That's McKinley Campbell. That's going to be her third personal. A scary sight for the Wildcats. Their first half leading scorer with 18 points picks up the third foul. You only get 5.
And she's tried to stick her nose in there and draw the charge.
Coach Jenkins going to go with the counter. She sees that the Mounties are going inside a lot. She's going to put in 2 posts with Maya Haney and Ione Henry. Still not the size that the Wildcats really have. You see Jasmine Rojas stay on the bench. She played 2 quarters in the JV game, so that could be reasoning behind that.
And you see Jazz is still trying to get her feet under her. You know, she came off the injury. And so she's letting her work her way back into just playing shape and everything else. And it may take some time.
Roller with the ball, gives it up to Haney. Haney going to get a full head of steam, decides to give it up to Madison Campbell. Now over to MacArthur, feet set, 3 up, no good. Rebounded by the Mounties, 34-23. A scoring drought here for the Wildcats. Have not scored in the second half of the 2 minutes played. The Mounties, a backside open. And a double dribble called on the Mounties.
And just lack of communication. 2 players guarding one right there, and Rogers not able to take advantage of a wide open layup.
And if you're the Rogers Mounties and Coach Preston Early, you want to be able to take care of those plays when the Wildcats don't really give up much plays like that.
No, they don't.
Henry inside to Roller. Looking to square up. Fakes it, goes inside, does not get the layup to fall, and a jump ball should be called. Possession arrow will favor the Wildcats. As MacArthur will inbound. Another box set here for the Wildcats. They get it back in, shooter step. Get it to Roller. They're looking inside for Haney. Couldn't get it to her. Roller up top. Getting the screen from Henry. Rejects it, sends it over. Campbell going inside. Back to Roller. 3 up, 3, good. 2, I think, a 2. But that ends the scoring drought, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I love that play, and I like how Roller was able to just relocate right after kicking it out to Madison, and she knew exactly where Roller was going to be, got her feet set, and knocked it down.
And this is when it comes to these Wildcat players, a very unselfish team when it comes to distributing the ball.
And they're going to have to be that way if they want to be successful. You know, there are times where McKinley's going to have to, just take over.
Yes,
but,
like in the Northside game.
Yeah, like in Northside. But that came from them being unselfish early on.
Yes,
where
agreed.
Players couldn't suck in and just help as tightly as they wanted to. Mm-hmm. And that's what allows players to be able to penetrate and get easy layups inside. That one right there.
MacArthur inside. And that's just a great move by a great player. MacArthur with 3 fouls. Coach Jenkins electing to leave her in the ball game right now. Brooklyn Owens goes up, doesn't get the basket to fall, and rebounded by Ani Henry. She gives it up to Madison Campbell, who's looking to push. Beating her defender. Gives it up. Roller. Mid-range. Up. Doesn't get it. And rebounded by Haney, but now in the arms of 2 players. I think it's a Wildcat and a Mountie, and that'll be a jump ball possession arrow favoring the Mounties. As 5:01 left to play in the third quarter, 38-25, a 13-point lead for the Lady Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena in the third game of conference play. Going inside is Kira Owens. Up, no good. Rebounded by Campbell, and a jump ball call. Possession arrow will favor the Wildcats. A lot of jump balls being called in this game.
Yep.
That's the aggression by both teams, I think, really.
Yeah, and you just trying to work hard and trying to get rebounds.
Haney going inside, knocks down a play in the process, and that'll be a charge drawn on Maya Haney. And that's something that you saw a lot. I like to call Maya Haney, and she hates this, but I like to call her a little mini Patience. A little mini Patience McDaniel, because they both have a similar skill set when it comes to getting downhill and scoring the basketball. But you never really saw Patience McDaniel pick up too many charges.
No, she was just so shifty around the basket.
Yes.
Great ability to just read defenders, and if they were set, and just maneuver around.
And we want to send a little prayers to Patience McDaniel. Tore her ACL in practice the other day for Arkansas Tech. Was leading her conference in points per game as a freshman.
Oh, man, you hate to hear that, and just prayers to her and hopeful for a successful recovery, and she'll be back at it.
She will be. Surgery on Tuesday, so just prayers for Arkansas Tech women's basketball as well as Patience McDaniel on that whole journey, as she's a Har-Ber favorite, the all-time leading scorer in men's and women's history for the Wildcats.
Hey, you got to be able to put up some points to earn that accolade now.
Earn it. 2,000, I think 2,100, 2,200, something like that.
Wow.
For Patience McDaniel.
That's impressive.
And it was all. And the reason that you don't see a Tyler Perry who played for the Wildcats, he didn't do it all with Har-Ber.
Right.
Same thing with Tyler Garrett, Lawson Jenkins, and men's players like that.
Yeah.
They had 2,000 points, but they didn't have it all at Har-Ber. Patience McDaniel did it all in a Wildcat jersey.
Yeah, very, very, very impressive. And like we said, we just praying for her to have a successful surgery and speedy recovery.
As we will stay right here, as we've already talked through a little bit of the timeout, what do the Wildcats need to do to kind of separate this ball game? And I mean, it's a 13-point ball game, not where they want it to be ideally. So what do they need to do to separate it?
You know, I think we're getting. It seems like we're working our offense. We're trying to get good quality shots. They just got to stick with it. You know, we knew Rogers was going to come out with a different game plan. We've seen them now for the last 4 minutes. I think now Coach is just going to have to make some adjustments and look to see where we can get some quality possessions on offense. Defensively, we just got to stick with it. I think it was a 19-point. They had 19 at half, so they've scored 6 baskets in the last 4 minutes. So we're still doing a great job defensively. We just got to try and get some offensive rhythm going.
Agreed with that. Last meeting between the two teams was last season, as they are conference opponents. The Cats swept the series between the two teams, so going to be interesting to see if they can make that repeat this year. Kira Owens with the steal in transition against MacArthur. MacArthur had 3 fouls, washed herself on that play.
Yeah, we can give away the ball on out-of-bounds plays like that. And you see Rogers just turning up their defense a little bit, making it a little more difficult for us to make easy passes.
That one just not an easy pass and not a good one when it comes to the size of Delaney Roller. If that's a big, give that pass all day, but Roller not the tallest of the players for the Wildcats, so one of the tallest, honestly, which is surprising.
Yeah.
38-27, 11-point lead for the Wildcats.
But you see Har-Ber kind of struggling right now. Their go-to point guard's not been on the floor. She's in foul trouble right now. So really just need some leadership to step up and say, come on, we got to take better care of the basketball and let's get some quality possessions.
And their backup point guard has 3 fouls and is having to be very timid with the ball right now. She has 4 points, Jazz MacArthur with the ball. So that's not a good situation. Both your point guards with 3 fouls. MacArthur pulls up mid-range, does not get it to fall. Henry with the rebound, gives it out. Roller, 3, up 3, no good. Maya Haney got in there for a sort of rebound, maybe kept the ball alive for the Wildcats, we'll say. As Madison Campbell came out of nowhere, got the steal, going in transition, sends it to Henry, and fell down on the play. There's no call here.
That's the second time she's been tripped this game, and the refs have called it a turnover on her. She's not falling by herself.
Yes, I don't think she tripped herself by any means. But, of course, as I always say, it's above my pay grade. As Kira Owens now with the ball. She has 12 in the ball game. Goes inside, sits at the corner to Brooklyn Owens. 3 up, 3 good. And here come the Mounties. A 38-30 game. 8-point lead for the Wildcats. MacArthur with the ball. Gives it up to Roller. Roller, deep 3. Up, no good. Rebounded by the Mounties. And now Kira Owens will have the ball. Lost on the play, kicked away. Maya Haney on the floor. Kicked again, maybe. And I think should be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Mounties.
In the last few possessions, you just see just not quality offensive possessions, settling for just outside jumpers when I feel like they only have 1 foul against them so far this quarter. And we know that they want to play aggressively, and they will foul you if you attack them. So we got to stop settling for the threes and look to attack the ball, attack the glass.
And the Wildcats with 4 fouls in the quarter. As J.C. Weatherford, the senior, will check into the ball game for the first time. Double team by the Wildcats, but that leaves one open player in the paint. Blocked away by Madison Campbell. Maya Haney got the ball, and now MacArthur with it. MacArthur done a great job. Give her some credit here. She stayed with the 3 fouls in the ball game and has not picked up a 4th yet, as she was fouled on that play. Give a little words to Kira Owens as well. That's MacArthur.
But you got to be wise. You see Coach talking to her, and it's like, come on, use wisdom. We got you out there, and we need you to lead the team at this point.
Mm-hmm. And a technical foul is a foul.
Yeah, and it's not by chirping at the opposing player. Need you out there to lead by taking care of the ball, setting up the offense, getting our team in position to score.
MacArthur leading the team in technical fouls, as we can all tell, as she has 1 on the year. That's the only one been called against Northside. Maya Haney with the rebound and take it baseline, and an offensive foul called on Maya Haney. That'll be her 2nd personal. 2nd
personal and 2nd offense.
Yes.
She's wanting to run you over. I like the aggressiveness, but
by a freshman as well, the aggressiveness. And she hasn't got a stupid defensive foul either, which is normally kind of what she does coming off the bench because she's a freshman. So that means you give her a little credit there.
Yep.
As Owens goes inside, misses a layup, and it will be tipped out. Wildcat ball going the other way. A 9-point lead for the Wildcats with 1:45 left to go in the third quarter. And we said, what do they need to do to separate? Right now, what do they need to do to win? Because the Rogers Mounties have come back into this ball game.
Well, their defense right now is still, even though they've given up, I think it's been, 11 points so far this quarter.
And only scored 5 in the
their
quarter.
Their ability to stretch it in the first half has given them that cushion, but they got to get quality possessions offensively right now.
Owens pulls up, mid-range, does not get it. And it'll stay with the Mounties. So the Wildcats have been outscored in this quarter 11-5 by the Mounties. Because it was 34-19 at halftime. Jasmine Rojas will come off the bench now for the Wildcats. Coach Jenkins going to go with the counter move. If you're going to attack us in the paint, we're going to have a big body down there. And that is a offensive foul. Good job, I think, by J.C. Weatherford getting in the right position at the right time.
And Weatherford just did a great job stepping over. I think, who was it with the ball? Was that Owens? Owens lowered the shoulder, and great call by the official.
That's the fourth on Brooklyn Owens.
And Brooklyn Owens now in foul trouble. So, tough break for her.
And she is what we marked as the best player. She had, I think, 10 to 12 points maybe. I couldn't remember. I think Kira Owens has 12. So, as Delaney Roller pulls mid-range, Rojas with the rebound, goes back up, does not get it to fall, and rebounded by the Mounties. Got a rebound, couldn't get the shot back. Outside, 3, up, good by the Mounties. They're in this ball game. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. MacArthur looking to push. Gives it to Roller. Now to Campbell. Going inside. Gives it out to MacArthur. Deep 3 for MacArthur. No good. Confidence to pull it. Going inside. Up and good. 4-point ball game here in Wildcat Arena with 25 seconds left to play. MacArthur getting the screen from Rojas. Jazz to Jazz connection. Looking to roll inside. Now MacArthur. No shot clock on. Gives it up to Weatherford. Now to Roller in the corner. 3-point territory. Up. Doesn't get it. Madison Campbell saves it. Maybe, nope, does not save it. That'll bounce out of bounds, and that 0.8 seconds left to play in the third quarter clock, and the Mounties have the ball. And they don't shoot it. What they should do. And it is a 4-point ball game. What was a 15-point ball game going into the third quarter, an 11-point comeback, and a 16-point quarter for the Mounties.
Yeah, Mounties did a good job of just playing great quality defense, just forcing the Wildcats into some tough shots. Ball didn't go in, but we didn't take the best shots. I thought that quarter. We just settled for what looked like a good shot, but we gotta come back in this fourth quarter and do a little better of just giving that extra pass and turning down a good shot for a great shot. And I think we'll be able to take care of this one. And we need to get McKinley back out there on the floor at the point guard position to just control the pace and flow of this game.
Well, something that she does very well as only a freshman. She is one of the premier leaders of the team, really, when it comes down to it. And when it comes to the court, Coach Jenkins can only do so much when it comes to coaching. You can't play for him. So you got to be able to lead on the court. McKenna Campbell does a great job. Delaney Roller does a great job of that. MacArthur honestly does a great job of that as well, but just has been struggling a little bit this game to kind of get it going.
Yeah, and it seemed like she's just kind of trying to force it a little bit. But the lineup there we're going back with in the beginning of the fourth is one you like to see. I always like when you see the Campbell sisters and Jazz out there on the floor all at the same time. You have 3 speedy guards that play good defense.
And throwing a little Rojas.
And then you throw in some size inside.
Kinley Campbell gives it up to Madison Campbell. They're getting a screen action for Rojas inside. Now back to Kinley Campbell. Going baseline. Sends it all the way top to MacArthur. Is not received correctly. Going inside. Pulls up mid-range. Gets it to fall. Jasmine MacArthur come alive for the Wildcats. 7 points for her. 41-35. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. Owens up top. Guarded by McKinley Campbell with the 3 fouls. Madison Campbell shoots the gap and gets the steal. Going in transition, sends it to MacArthur. MacArthur, pump fake, finish, up and good. Give her 4 in the fourth.
Yep, and that play started from McKinley Campbell just pressuring the ball up the floor on that previous defensive possession. She just made it so hard for the point guard to bring the ball up the floor, and they turned it over.
Madison Campbell with the block. And a traveling violation called on McKinley Campbell, and the rotations by the Wildcats right there to just be able to kind of run and gun, as you can say, to be able to block the shot was just impressive.
Yep, and that's what we didn't see in the third quarter were these key defensive type possessions. This is what this team needs. They have to have those defensive sparks in order to just fuel that offense.
And that's some intimidation right down low. You don't want to go against a Rojas inside. As MacArthur feeling herself. Gives it up Weatherford. Now to Kinley Campbell. Over to Madison Campbell. Wide open three-point. Good! Madison Campbell, give her 10.
Great quarter winners, great pass to the open shooter, and she knocked it down.
And Kiera Owens goes inside and gets the layup to follow and has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. 46-37, give Kiera Owens 14 of the ball game. Right now, the Campbell sisters, you want to look at it real quick. They are freshmen, by the way, have 28 combined points of the 46 scored.
Yep.
That's more than half.
Yep, over half of the team's points, and just doing a great job of helping their team keep the lead and see if we can hold on to it for the next 6 minutes.
Rojas sets the screen up top. Now McKinley Campbell coming around it. Weatherford over to MacArthur. MacArthur fakes the three, gives it back to Weatherford. They're looking inside for Rojas. They sit it down low. Loses the handle. Taps it back out to McKinley Campbell, though. She pulls up and is fouled on the play.
And just great job by Rojas. I mean, I thought it was a good recognition inside to try and give Rojas the ball inside. Probably too much zip on the pass. Rojas couldn't get a hold of it, but she didn't give up on the play and hustled to save it. And now we're shooting free throws.
As Campbell sinks the first. Maya Haney will come into the ball game replacing Rojas. So a very fast lineup in for the Wildcats. Not a true big out there. Campbell shoots the second free throw and sinks the pair, or sinks, what'd she get? Yeah, she got both. 20 points in the game for Campbell.
Yeah, and just her first 2 for the second half.
And that'll be a foul on Maya Haney, her third personal. 2 fouls on the Wildcats as a team. That'll send a Mountie to the line. I can't see the hair is blocking the number. The score is 48-38, a 10-point lead for the Wildcats with 5:54 left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, a one-handed free throw.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See a lefty at that.
That's number 20. Give some flowers to Avery Engling as she misses the second. Maya Haney's knocked down the play, but that'll stay Wildcat possession. As Weatherford will inbound to Campbell. 5:50 left to play in the fourth quarter, and a 9-point lead for the Wildcats. Campbell going to get a high screen, or a high double screen, I should say. Goes inside, and it's effortless from McKinley Campbell.
And man, just what she brings to the floor when she's out there, just that you see how much different the offense looks now. Just such a smart heads-up player. And the defense, yeah, both. I love the fact that she does it on both ends.
And a 5-second count drawn by McKinley Campbell.
Right on cue.
The two-way playing of McKinley Campbell is what she brings as a freshman. She brings two-way action. It's not just one-dimensional for McKinley Campbell.
And, you know, every so often there's certain players who are like, man, they're I don't want to say once in a lifetime for a ninth grader right now, because you just don't know how much developing will happen over the next 4 years. But if the progression and the growth continues, we've already said it, Patience may have something to worry about with that record in 4.
You might be right. I'm pretty sure Patience McDaniel, I can't remember, I was commentating No, I was 1 year removed commentating at the time, but or 1 year prior. But Mahishan McDaniel, I think, averaged 14 as a freshman.
Wow.
McKinley Campbell averaging 14 as a freshman. So that record, and I talked to McKinley Campbell a lot because I have a connection with the women's basketball team. McKinley Campbell says, I'm coming for that record.
Nice. And you love it. That's all about that. That's what records were made for, to be broken, right?
They're made to be broken, that is for sure.
You're never frustrated when you see a record broken. You congratulate the player and say, good job. Hey, I'll take number 2. Kareem wasn't upset when LeBron broke his.
Yeah, exactly. No one ever thought Kareem would be broken. Here comes LeBron James, and he's number 1. And Kareem was there on the court to congratulate him immediately as he passed play.
Records are made to be broken.
As McKinley Campbell will bring the ball up. Ray Allen was there for Steph Curry when he broke the three-point record.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
Madison Campbell with the ball up top, and that'll be a traveling violation called on her. Kira Owens doing a great job on the defensive side for the Mounties. And now Brooklyn Owens back in the ball game. She has 11 points in the night, but with 4 fouls. So if you're the Wildcats, do you look to kind of be the aggressor when it comes to her, who she's defending?
Oh, yeah. With 5 minutes left in this game, you better take it at her, look to draw some stuff up, because she's not going to want to be as aggressive on the defensive end.
That's confusing. They said number 19 on the scoreboard, but I don't have a 19 on the roster sheet. But a 3-point play for the Mounties.
13.
Oh, 13 maybe. Kate Jackson. There you go. Something. As McKinley Campbell gives it up to MacArthur. She fakes the 3, looking inside for McKinley Campbell. Pulls around, mid-range jumper, doesn't get it. Little frustration rollout. As Owens running the 1 responsibility, she's guarded by Madison Campbell. They give it into the corner. An 8-point ball game here in Wildcat Arena. McKinley Campbell now guarding Brooklyn Owens. They're doing a switch all 5. Or at least a switch all 4. MacArthur guarding Owens. Pulls up, mid-range. Doesn't get it. Maya Haney with the rebound, but almost stolen away, and I think it's going to be a jump ball call. The possession arrow will favor the Mounties. And if you think there's no such thing as a doubleheader, believe me, we've got you a boys game coming up after this. That should be a really fun one.
Yeah.
Aiden Chronister, the number 29 ranked player in the nation in the class of 2026, against Cortland Muldrew and Jackson Conley. That should be a fun one.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a fun one, all right. But my nod's going to go to the Wildcats. The young Chronister may be in for more than – well, you know what? Let's see what he can do tonight.
Let's see. Let's see if that number 29 rank is number 29 worthy.
Yeah, exactly.
As we'll send it to a quick commercial break, we'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans and fans in general. 50 to 42 here in the fourth quarter. 4:16 left to go for the third game of conference play for the Wildcats and the fourth game of conference play for the Mounties. We talked about it earlier, a 1-1 record for the Wildcats, a 1-2 record for the Mounties in conference play. They get inside to Owens, a jump ball call, and possession arrow will favor the Wildcats as we just now had a jump ball before that play. As Maya Haney got a little active. You got 22 for McKinley Campbell, 9 for MacArthur, 10 for Madison Campbell, 6 for Delaney Roller, and 3 for Maya Haney. That's the players on the court right now for the Wildcats. Owens with the steal, tries to throw it off Madison Campbell, and they get on the ground again. Timeout called by Coach Jenkins and the Wildcats. And right now, the Mounties have done a great job of just making it a frustrating game for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they're not going away. They're clawing and scratching and fighting to stay in this ball game. And Wildcats still have some work to do. This one's not done yet. And we know a lot of things can happen, especially with the shot clock being involved.
Yes.
You can't stall, so you got to get shots up. But this one's not over yet. Wildcats still have some work to do, but if they can take care of the ball, there's only one foul so far in Rogers. So we still aren't really being aggressive and trying to get to the hole and draw some fouls and see if we can get to the free throw line some and put some separation between us and the Mounties.
And there's 4 fouls on Brooklyn Owens, so you want to attack that right now if you're the Wildcats. She's guarding Delaney Roller as Jazz MacArthur now has the ball. They switched on it. They try to send it over to Roller, going inside, sends it out Madison Campbell. 3 up, 3. Oh, doesn't go. Roller with the rebound. They did not reset, or they didn't run the clock maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, and you just, right there, if you're Roller,
it's a reset, yes.
Yeah, you get an offensive rebound. Now let's milk this clock a little bit more. Now you can take it all the way down to the 3-minute mark almost.
And Maya Haney doing a great job of salvaging the play. But that is the 4th foul on Kiera Owens now, which she is the leading scorer for the Mounties with 15. So you have Brooklyn Owens with 11, 4 fouls. Kiera Owens with 4 fouls and 15 points. So that should be an interesting storyline as well. As Madison Campbell gets inside, Maya Haney goes up on the play and gets it to fall. 5 points for Maya Haney in the ball game.
And great out of bounds play. Maya Haney able to get it nice up and in.
Kiera Owens misses the play, and Madison Campbell with the rebound. They send it all the way to Roller. Fakes the mid-range, pulls up, doesn't get it to fall. Madison Campbell with another rebound. And I just want everybody to realize this real quick. Madison Campbell got a rebound on that side of the floor, pushes the pace, and gets a rebound on the other side of the floor in consecutive possessions.
And see, those are the little things that most people don't recognize. Mm-hmm. And those are the things that she brings to this team.
Correct.
Yeah, we talk about the scoring of Sis McKinley, but Madison, if you look at the stat sheet and you look down at scoring, at rebounds, at assists, at steals, and you see how much of an impact Madison is having on this team in multiple categories. Another rebound for her right there.
Another rebound. She has to have a double-double. I'm pretty sure she has to have a double-double right now because she has 10 points. But Madison Campbell with the ball. And I've talked to multiple people, and they said if there's ever going to be a player with a triple-double in Wildcat history, it's probably going to be Madison Campbell.
Yep.
Or Cortland Muldrew. You never know. Cortland. With women's basketball, it's probably going to be Madison Campbell. As Roller now with the ball. No rush here, but a little bit of a rush as it's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Gives up to McKinley Campbell. 3 up, 3. Good. McKinley Campbell, 25 points in the ball game and separates to a 13-point lead. And we've seen this kind of fluctuate for the Wildcats. We see a run go, and then we see it's a game of runs right now between the Mounties and the Wildcats.
Yep. And you got McKinley getting the shooter's touch on that last possession.
Shooter's touch. Love it. That's the right kind of touch right there.
Yeah.
As that one will be the 3rd foul on Delaney Roller, the 4th team foul on the Wildcats, so one away from the bonus are the Mounties. They get it inside Owens, and there's the bonus. As I think Maya Haney will pick up that foul. That's her 4th. Or no, her 3rd.
3rd.
Everybody in the ball game, I'm pretty sure, has 3 fouls for the Wildcats. Can't see Madison Campbell's because it's blocked by a fixture, but I'm pretty sure that is true. Ayani Henry will sub into the ball game. She will replace Maya Haney. Haney with 5 points in the ball game has done a great job tonight for the Wildcats. She has to have close to maybe 7-8 rebounds as well.
Yeah.
As McKinley Campbell now with the ball. That's 17 for Owens. Kiera Owens. MacArthur sends it inside Ayani Henry, and that'll be tipped out off of Mountie, and that'll stay with the Wildcats. Timeout called by Coach Jenkins. She wants to get a play, wants to get a bucket here, and that's why she wants to do that. You see here, there's such an interesting stat. I mean, they track all of this on Huddle thank you, Jesus, for Huddle. That's all I'll say. But blob percentages, 35% of the time they score on a blob.
That's pretty high.
55% of the time in the third quarter they score on it, 25% in the fourth. So
an opportunity to get better.
An opportunity to get better in that percentage in the fourth. But that I just thought, like, I'm looking at the stat sheet. I'm a stat guru when it comes to that, and it's just so fun to see all those weird little stats.
Yeah.
As it's a full timeout. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back, and if I haven't updated you enough, I apologize. A minute and 51 left to go in the fourth quarter. 55-44, an 11-point lead for the Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena. They draw it up for a little roller action inside. She does not get the fall. Henry almost had the rebound, and that goes towards the statistic, as that'll be a foul on Roller.
Yep, but it was a well-executed play. I think Roller just overshot it a little bit, but she had a good look at it.
She did. A little slip play.
Yeah.
As that'll be 2 free throws for the Mounties. An 11-point ball game, 55-44, a minute 46 left to play here in the fourth quarter. As the Mounties have not gone away in this ball game. 17 points for Kira Owens, 11 for Brooklyn Owens, and 9 for Kate Jackson. As the bucket is good at the free throw line for Kira Owens. But the leading scorer in the ball game is McKinley Campbell with 25, leading all the scorers. Doing a great job as a freshman of putting the ball in the hole.
Yep.
Now she's getting double teamed in the full court, beats the double team, gets the foul called.
Just such maturity.
Maturity. I agree.
As a freshman to be able to understand the double team is coming and not panic.
And not panic at all.
Yep.
She looked more collected than I've seen her all game, pretty much, right there.
Yep.
As McKinley Campbell now gets the ball, gives it up to MacArthur. They're looking inside for Roller. Dribbling inside, sends it back door for Campbell, and the ball movement for the Wildcats looks great right now as Ayani Henry gets the dump down and finish.
Man, that looked like the Showtime Lakers there.
It did.
All they had to do was finish with a dunk.
I agree. I was talking to McKinley Campbell today, and she said, I want to be able to dunk. She just wanted to dunk. I said, if you try it one time, I think you're getting subbed out. You can try. 57-46. Kira Owens goes to the free throw line and will sink the first. She's got 20 in the ball game. A minute and 23 left to go in the fourth as the Wildcats lead by 10. And now by 9 to the Wildcats lead, and give her 21 is Kira Owens. MacArthur looking to push. Sends it over to McKinley Campbell. Missed thrown. They go inside. Does not get the ball. Brooklyn Owens inside, and one for Brooklyn Owens.
And I like Brooklyn Owens, man. She's a very athletic, bouncy player. And she knows how to put the ball in the hole.
Got some size.
Got some size. Listed as 5'10". So it'll be interesting to see if she is able to continue her career after high school.
It's been a very solid player in the 6A West for a long period of time. As Kira Owens misses the play. The Wildcats recover it. McKinley Campbell comes out of the pack. MacArthur now with the ball. Looking to slow it down. Or when do the Wildcats ever slow down for that matter, but she has it still. Going inside, layup, fouled. And that'll go to the free throw line, Will MacArthur. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, 57-50. And that's Brooklyn Owens' 5th personal foul. She will foul out of the ballgame. We were just talking about how she's been a great player. She will foul out for the Mounties.
A solid night for her.
13 in the ball game for her.
13 in the ball game. I know she had probably maybe 5 or more rebounds.
Agreed. Good student section out for the Wildcats right now, the blue crew.
Oh, you'll love to see that.
As MacArthur sinks the first. Maya Haney will come back into the ball game. She'll place Roller. Roller with the 4 fouls. McKinley Campbell also with 4 fouls. MacArthur will sink the second, make it a 9-point ball game with 50 seconds left to play in the fourth. Kira Owens, the star for the Mounties so far in this ball game. Been a hot and cold player through her career, but is hot tonight. Sends it to the corner. 3 up, blocked by Madison Campbell. Give her 2 blocks on the night on 2 3-point opportunities. You'd think if she's blocking shots, it'd be near the rim. No, she has blocked 2 3-pointers.
Usually that's where your coaches are telling you, you know, don't gamble out there trying to block threes because you don't want to risk fouling a 3-point shooter. But she's been all over him tonight.
Maya Haney guarding. And that'll be an offensive foul on Kira Owens, and that's her 5th personal. She will foul out of the ball game. She had 21 on the night. She will be out of the ball game now. Great performance for Kira Owens as she dropped MacArthur, but did a little too much on the play.
And I think MacArthur's been yapping at her pretty much the whole game.
Yes.
I think that was more out of frustration, really.
It was. And you love that edge by MacArthur.
Yeah, you do.
No shot clock on for the Wildcats and no need to score as McKinley Campbell kind of slowing it down. Nope, never mind. Goes inside. 27 points for McKinley Campbell. Coach Jenkins wants him to let's go. And that'll go out of bounds, favoring the Wildcats. Yes, the Wildcats. 61-50. 11-point ball game with 11 seconds left to play in the fourth. MacArthur. No need to score here if you're the Wildcats. And that will do it for our night of action. 61-50, 11-point win for the Lady Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena. You see its team, or you see its USA theme tonight, and the flag going.
I was wondering. I was like, I'm pretty sure our colors are blue.
Yeah,
but we got a lot of red and white over there. Now I get it.
Yeah, there we go. I'm wearing a little red, but I'm wearing white and blue as well. So there you go. Maybe I'm getting with it as well. I remember last year I commentated a volleyball game with pink face paint on.
Oh, my gosh.
So that wasn't my best moment.
You are definitely committed.
As we'll send it to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here with boys action on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for students to compete in. I am Donald Tucker, president of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for students to compete in. I am Donald Tucker, president of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Hi, this is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Town, Arkansas is open and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment that you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today at 888-498-2549.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gray, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for students to compete in. I am Donald Tucker, president of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Good evening and welcome to Wildcat Basketball. It's our second game of our doubleheader here tonight. The men's basketball team taking on the Rogers Mounties in their third game of conference play. The Wildcats 2-0 in conference play, 14-1 overall. The Mounties 11-6 overall with 1-2 in conference play. Coach, we got keys to the game. We got some quick hits. Tell us all about it.
First off, we got to start it off. Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah,
this is our first home game back, so just great to be in the new year. But, hey, no better way to start off this new year than basketball at Wildcat Arena. But, you know, this is going to be a great game. Har-Ber coming into this game, scoring a little over 72 points per game. And they're coming off a great tournament at the Neosho tournament where they won the championship, beat Morrilton by 69-63. And they were led by Cortland Muldrow in the championship game, had 39 points. He's been just on a tear in the last few games. But just Wildcats doing a great job, but they got to keep an eye on this stud sophomore that Rogers has coming in, Mr. Aiden Chronister, ranked 29th nationally in the 2026 class. Has several offers from SEC schools, including Arkansas and Missouri. So going to be a quality matchup between two great opponents. And some keys for the game. We talked to Coach Deffelbaugh. He said they will have to rebound the ball. They got to contain Chronister, like we said, and they got to get to the free throw line. One of the things that, if they can get downhill, make Rogers play some great defense and try to attack and draw some fouls and get to the foul line, he feels like his team has an opportunity to walk away with a W here tonight.
And with good reason, 78% as a team from the free throw line with 14 free throws attempted per game. A very good mark. That's almost a college team mark for the Wildcats. But we talk about them being more of a college team kind of play style. Coach Deffelbaugh is a college-type coach.
Yep.
Muldrew, a college-type player. Conley, a college-type player. Wood, give him some credit. He's a college-type player as well.
Yeah, so, and I mean, that's Coach Deffelbaugh's style of play, and that's what he's preparing these young men for, is to take their games to the next level if that's what they choose to do. But like you said, with shooting almost 80% from the foul line, you have to make that a point of emphasis. If we're doing so great, making 8 out of every 10 opportunities we take, we got to get there more often. That's easy money.
Easy money. And you talk about Coach Deffelbaugh, we said don't live and die by the three-point line. They shoot 37% from the three, a very good mark. And they have 23 threes attempted per game.
Hey,
that's a big margin.
I say if it's falling early, keep it going.
Keep it going. We're going to send it down to the court for a little bit of Jared Park. Welcome back, welcome back to us at least. A fresh 8 on the first quarter clock, and we've got Wildcat basketball for you here in Wildcat Arena. We're trying to get the lights adjusted, but I was kind of looking at it. I was very curious about the stats real quick. Hayden Wood averages 8.6 points per game, averages 6 field goals attempted per game.
That's pretty high.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good, and you got to just find more ways for him to get opportunities to score. And he's shooting, like you said, a very high percentage, but almost 50% from the floor is his field goal percentage. And so you got to find more ways to get the ball in his hands for quality opportunities if you're struggling. But the thing is, this team they have so many different options offensively.
It's insane how many options they do have.
one of the things we've seen, though, from Hayden is you see him have very hot first halves.
Yes.
And then he kind of goes quiet, not necessarily cold, but just quiet.
He just goes quiet because he's not needed because other players take over.
Yeah, exactly.
He's needed in the first half to get a spark going. If really Hayden Wood was getting attempts like Muldrew and Conley are getting, I think he'd be averaging the same numbers or close to the numbers.
Yeah, definitely, because he has that ability. He's that type of shooter and has the ability to knock down shots.
And that's the cool thing is that you've got a player that is being able to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. That's a good thing for Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh to have.
Yeah.
You don't have selfish players. You have people that are willing to sacrifice.
You got any one of these players on Coach Deffenbaugh's starting lineup, if they took shots at a higher attempts, they would be able to average 15 to 20 points per game.
Agreed, 100%. As Cortland Muldrew now with the ball. Going inside, sends it outside to Jabari Washington. 3 up, no good. Rebounded by the Mounties. The Mounties with the ball. Looking to get something inside, but the Wildcats playing a great man defense right now. Chronister being guarded by Jackson Conley. You want to see one of the best players in the state? That's Chronister. You want to see one of the best defenders in the state? Welcome to Jackson Conley.
Yeah, just a great defender. He's been that way his entire career. He feeds off of defense.
He does feed off of defense. That is something that has been his MO over the years. Going inside, Muldrew kind of slips it to Jabari Washington. Now back outside, Muldrew. 3, good. He shoots a very high clip when it comes to three-point territory, 34% from the three-point line.
And that's the way you like to see him get started and get going.
Muldrew bringing it up the court. Gives it up Wood. Wood, seeing if he can get going with a spin move. Sends it down to Jabari Washington. Gets it to fall. 5 points quick for the Wildcats.
And there's that unselfish play of Wood we talked about. Easily could have taken the jumper right there, but found Washington slashing down the baseline. Easy bucket. Wood with the assist.
Chronister gets it stolen away. The cookie is stolen away by Jackson Conley. Goes over the layup and good. Jackson Conley wants to make a statement in this game.
I guarantee you Jackson Conley is taking this challenge personal tonight. Yes. He knows Aiden Chronister is ranked that high in the 2026 class. And he feeds off of stuff like that.
He feeds off the storylines for sure. I agree with that. He wants to win the matchup. Number 4, Rex Kraut takes up the shot, does not get it to fall, and Conley has the rebound, gives it up to Muldrew. Learned this the other day. They don't count the 5-second count until they pass half court.
Right.
I did not know that until now.
Because they're so focused on the 10-second.
Yeah, exactly. Muldrew. Oh, the push-off foul on Muldrew. Maybe have dipped the shoulder a little bit, and that'll go the other way.
Well, they're consistent, and we saw it in the game earlier tonight. The same kind of play where Rogers player lowered the shoulder. But you hate to see Muldrew pick up his first foul on a play like that.
As they're looking for Chronister, but they're hiding him on one side so that they can kind of get Conley away from the action. Now they might use him as a screener a little bit. They're going inside. Send it out to Kraut. Inside, blocked by Marlee. Now they send it to Conley. Conley up inside, good. 4 points quick for Conley. Amari Jones now with the ball. Forgot to grab a roster before the game, so I'm looking at Scorebook Live right now. It works.
Oh, you good.
We all make mistakes. As it goes to the corner. Up. Doesn't get it. That's actually Kraut. That's number 4. Who have I been calling Kraut? Number 0. That's who I've been. Nathaniel Jones. My bad. As Muldrew now with the ball. Gives it up Marlee. Puts on the moves. Stolen away. Maintains with the Wildcats. Now Muldrew. 4:13 left to go in the first quarter. 9-2 our score. Muldrew sends it to Conley. 3-pointer up. No good.
And that offensive possession got a little ball just got stuck in Cortland's hand a little bit, and it just slowed the offense down a little bit too much. I see Coach Defferbaugh telling them to move the ball, and like I said, anybody on this team can score, so they shouldn't really have to pound the air out of it.
Muldrew, 3 up, good. That's something Muldrew can do really well, score in transition with the best of them. As the Wildcats score right there, the Mounties call the timeout, and we'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Welcome back. 3:40 left to play in the first quarter. 12-2 our score. A 10-point lead for the Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena as Amari Jones with the ball. Gives it up. Kraut inside. They're looking for Chronister. Conley tips it out. Not allowing Chronister to get on the board yet. Now Jones sends it inside and up and good for Nathaniel Jones. There's Amari Jones, Nathaniel Jones, so we're going to have to distinguish that throughout the game. As now Conley, he's guarded by Chronister. We said he's going to take that little bit of that matchup personally. Might be a little more aggressive offensively. Marley sends it over to the corner. Hayden Wood wide open. Does not get it to fall, and that is a rebound by the Mounties going the other way. Jones going inside against Lee. Gets it to fall. 12-6.
And you've seen this Har-Ber team really kind of settle in around the perimeter right now, and that's what you don't want to get too comfortable doing. Right now, another three-point shot, and I know they make a lot of them, but right now, I would say probably 75% of their shot attempts have come from beyond the arc.
I like that estimation because it's pretty much true, honestly. I mean, their only buckets that have not come from three-point territory have been in transition from Jackson Conley.
Yep, and I think Washington may have a layup.
Yes, Washington a layup, 2 threes from Muldrew, and 2 transition buckets for Conley. That is the scoring right now for the Wildcats. They give it back to Jones. Now to Chronister. They got him off a screen. And Conley back tips him. Muldrew gets the ball, but they back tip Muldrew. Inside, Chronister gets it to fall, and he gets a bucket. He wasn't guarded by Conley, though.
But look, how smart was Jackson Conley? He was kind of late coming over the screen. Chronister forgot about him. Conley comes from behind, taps it away.
Exactly.
Stole it from him.
Muldrew now with the ball. Gives it to Conley. Minute and 52 left to play in the first quarter. Now Muldrew has an ISO play. Sidestep. Mid-range. Does not get the fall. I thought it was a swish for a second, but it was an air ball. Now Jones gives it up. Kraut. Back to Jones. Over to Chronister. 3 up, 3 good. He's getting active, and that is not a good thing for the Wildcats. 12-11 now our score.
And just like that, it's a ball game again.
It's a ball game. 5 points quick for Aiden Chronister. Conley now with the ball, gets double sent at him. Now Marley. You like to see Mar get a little more active in this ball game. They send it inside to Muldrew. Back out to Washington. Now Wood. Going up. Floater, no good. Rebounded by the Mounties. Mounties putting on some good defense. Wildcats not being able to convert on their shots. Kraut going inside. Puts up the layup. Doesn't get that one. Rebounds his own shot. Puts it back up. And now a lead for the Mounties.
And things turn around quickly.
Tevin Bledsaw coming off the bench for the Wildcats going to the scores table. Conley gives it up to Washington. Now Muldrew, guarded by Jones. Jones has played some good defense so far. I say that. Muldrew goes inside, but doesn't get it to fall. And now Nathaniel Jones going inside, puts up the layup, and one play for Nathaniel Jones. 22 and a half seconds left in the first quarter, and the Mounties have a 15-12 lead. And if you're wondering, and then Muldrew is going to the locker room. Muldrew just ran to the locker room.
Oh, and I don't know what. I didn't see anything happen on the. I don't know if there's a potential injury or jersey malfunction.
Might be a jersey malfunction because I don't see our head trainer going back with him. As Wood now with the ball. 12 seconds left. No shot clock on. Wood has the ball and has the decisions to make. Conley pulls the three. Gets it to fall. Jackson Conley with the answer for the Wildcats. 1 second left. Amari Jones pulls from half court, and that's short. And that is all she wrote for the first quarter. 15-16, a 1 point lead for the Rogers Mounties to end the first. As we'll take a quick commercial break here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. We'll be right back.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home. Connect with a personal banker and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Welcome back, and we're going to give a few words to a few of our sponsors. As you got the Springdale Athletic Foundation, Arkansas Children's Hospital, Core Architecture, or Architects, I should say, ESI, Ozarks Electric Cooperative, PAM Transport. And now we get back into the action here in Wildcat Arena. 15-16 our score, a fresh 8 on the second quarter clock, and here we go. The Mounties have the ball. They give it up to Cronster, but Conley steals it away. In transition, Conley puts on the Jets, goes up, and does not get the bucket, but will go to the free throw line shooting 2.
Conley just doing a great job defensively on Cronster right now, just making it so difficult for him to catch the ball.
It is, and that's kind of what you need to do, because when the ball gets in the hands of a player like that, there's not much you can do defensively other than what Conley's already done, which is back tipping or maybe stealing or swiping down. But Cronster comes out of the ballgame right now. Muldrew is back for the Wildcats. Marlee sitting on the bench. He went to the locker room, came back really quick. And Conley will sink one of the free throws. Split the pair. 8 points for Conley. 16-16 our score. 7:44 left to play in the second quarter. Jones sends it up. Now Amari Jones with the ball. Sends it to the corner. 3 up, 3 no good by the Mounties. Rebounded, though, by Jones. He's everywhere. Conley, you want to talk about everywhere? There's Jackson Conley for you. Muldrew now with the ball. Going inside. Sends it out Conley. Takes the 3. I didn't think he was going to take it. Swishes the 3. Nothing but nylon for Jackson Conley.
And just the ability of Jackson Conley now this year, he's worked so much on that three-point shot, and it's added it as a part of his offensive attack. It's made him so much deadlier as a player.
And you look at it last year, what the big thing for Jackson Conley was the shooting. A lot of players sagged off, or really because his drive game was so good, they sagged off and let him take those threes. Now he's made it to where it's impossible to sag off on him because he shoots 41% from 3.
And that's just credit to, that's just great coaching, and for also to him for putting in the work to be able to transform his shot into a viable three-point threat. Like you said, players, the scouting report on Conley up until this year was, hey, you can sag off of him. He may hit 1 or 2 here and there, but he's a kid that you can back off. He's a slasher. He wants to create offense from his defense. But now Jackson Conley is a kid that has the ability to knock down three-point shots. You have to respect it. And that then opens up his ability to slash to the paint or drive by defenders.
And score in transition as well, because how are you going to guard him in transition? Are you going to cut off the three-point line and let him drive, or are you going to sag off and let him shoot? Because we've seen the game evolve so much with the Steph Curry and Klay Thompson era, really with the three-point shooting. Transition can be a three-point game as well now.
Yeah, I mean, and if you want to take your game to the next level, to the college level, you got to be able to shoot. It's a positionless game now. You got 7'6" guys coming down and pulling up from three.
One-legged threes, too. Victor Wembanyama. As 6:30 left to play in the second quarter. 21-16, a 5-point lead for the Wildcats here in the second. They give it up. Nathaniel Jones gives it inside. They look for Lindsay, and that'll be a shot clock violation called on the Mounties. As Menifee will step into the ball game, replacing Wood. Some early minutes for Menifee. And you see it, Coach Jeffmaw's record as the head coach at Har-Ber, 84-29. This year helping a lot. He's 14-1 this year.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Jeffmaw, he's shown year in and year out that he has the ability to
win with what he's got.
Win with what he's got, but also like now that he has some stud players out there, and he's had great players prior to this year, but you have several Division I players out on that floor for this Wildcat basketball team. And he, sometimes that's not always a great thing because you may have a lot of egos, but the great coaches know how to work with players who want the ball in their hand.
The Greg Popoviches, the Phil Jacksons.
And know how to get them all to work together. So credit to Coach on doing a good job pulling this team together and getting the best out of his team.
Dunk time, Jackson Conley. Got free in transition. You can't let that happen if you're the opposing team. 13 points for Jackson Conley. That's going to be a full timeout called. Yep, a full timeout called, as we'll take a full timeout with him. We'll be right back here on the Springdale Athletic Foundation Television Network.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
Welcome back. We're going to show you a few more sponsors. We missed some of them earlier, so we're going to show you a few right now. Springdale Athletic Foundation. Of course, the big guy, Tyson's. You want to talk about the big guy, Tyson's. McClarty Daniel. Harps. Arvest. And 5H Sports Photography. That'll do it for our sponsors until halftime. We want to thank all of them for being able to put this show together.
I appreciate our sponsors and everything they do for the program. Springdale Athletics.
25-16, a 9-point lead for the Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena on the third game of conference play. 5:25 left to play in the second quarter. They go into a 2-2-1 possibly. Kind of looks like that a little bit. The Mounties break it. Jones now with the ball. Guarded by Conley. Cronister is not in the ball game. Jones going inside. Loses the handle. Menifee comes up with it. And now Conley with the ball. Conley will run the one responsibilities. That's kind of the benefit of the Wildcats. They've got so many players that can handle the ball well enough to be running the point.
Yeah, so you see Jackson playing the point guard position. And I think that the adjustment Coach Deffabaugh is making here is they're really – they have smaller guards on that Rogers team, so they're really hounding Muldrew as he's bringing the ball up the floor. So when you have to work so hard bringing that ball up the floor, it takes away from your ability to score.
Agreed. So they're trying to get Muldrew in different actions. As Jones brings the ball up, gives it up to another Mountie. See the number on that one. Jones gives it to Garner. Back to Lindsay. He's guarded by Conley. Lindsay had a big role on last year's team for the Mounties, I remember. As Jones shoots up the three, doesn't get it. Garner saves it off of Bledsaw. They got a reset shot clock and now have the ball. Wood will come back into the ball game, replacing Muldrew. And Garner will sub out as well. Kraut comes back in the ball game. A little line set here for the Mounties. That was an interesting play. I liked it. Kind of just a little get the ball in action. Lindsay fakes a three, going inside, maneuvers, puts up the layup, gets it to fall. 25-18. A 7-point lead for the Wildcats. Gives it up Conley. Back to Wood. See Jabari Washington going to the scores table for the Cats. Wood going inside. Almost took the mid-range jumper. Doesn't get it, though. And sends it to Conley. Conley does not shoot the three. Haskins sends it over to Wood. Wood driving baseline. Sends it up back to Conley. You got 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Have to get a shot up. Sends it back to Wood. Three up, three. No good. Got it up before the shot clock, but a little bit of a rush on it as well.
Yeah, and he had to put it up. Guy closing out, and just a good defensive possession from the Mounties.
Lindsay now with the ball, guarded by Haskins. He'll drive baseline, gets met by 2. Back over. Jones, fade away mid-range, gets it to fall. 7 points for Jones. 20-25. So the Mounties have fought back into this one without Chronister on the floor. Wood gives it up Menifee. Now to Conley. Conley has been the premier scorer on the night for the Wildcats with 13. Gets fouled on the game, or fouled on the play. Lee, Muldrew, Washington will come in for the Wildcats.
And Muldrew didn't sit too long. He just needed a quick breather. Defaball getting him back in. He wants to be able to take care of this baseline out of bound opportunity.
Even though Conley's all the way back. They get inside to Muldrew. Muldrew shoots up the three, and that is the gift that Muldrew has, the natural ability to score the ball.
You see him telling the crowd, Rogers crowd, to quiet down after the made three.
He also has the gift of trash talk.
Hey, if you can back it up.
If you can back it up. See, I couldn't back it up. I still did it, though.
Hey, if you want to go ahead. But coaches always tell me, go on right ahead. But if you better be able to back it up, or else you'll be here on this bench.
Yeah. Muldrew goes up for the layup and gets it to ball. 30-20. Now our score, 10-point lead. You've seen me play basketball. All I can do is shoot.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I can do.
You can pull it, though.
I'll take it.
Don't let him hit the first one.
Yeah, 2:05. Let's play in the second quarter. Wood contests the shot very well. The length of Wood being disturbing right there on the shot. Washington pushing. And traveling. Conley got the shot off, but didn't really matter as it was a walk before. And you get the pair of Conley and Muldrew both with 13.
Yeah, but what certain crowds have to understand is certain players draw strength from crowd noise.
Yes.
So you got to learn who to heckle and who not to heckle.
Who to heckle and not to heckle. That is completely true. And some players play with it and play into it, and some players get disturbed by it. So it's such you never know. Muldrew, I would not do it. Conley, I would not do it if I was a fan, because they play off of that and feed off of that, especially Muldrew. Over to Lee. Corner three. Up. Does not get it. Fell down on the play, but no call was called. As Conley defending. Back tips again. Could have been a steal. Conley averages 4 steals per game. That's a tremendous mark from a junior.
Yeah, doing a great job. He just has a knack for the ball, and just like I said earlier, loves to feed off of creating steals and just havoc on defense.
Trying to get inside, but Conley with the steal. There you go. On cue is Jackson Conley. And if this was the NBA, that would have been a transition take foul. But It is not the NBA,
And
sadly.
These kids have been playing against him since 7th grade. You would think they would know his ability by now. Do not throw lazy passes around him.
That is very correct. Muldrew sizing up Jones. 58 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Muldrew, step back three. No good. As the Mounties looking to push, or maybe looking to get a late shot. You never know. I thought they were looking to push. Kraut going inside, sends it back door. Conley with another steal.
And man.
Going inside and coast to coast for Jackson Conley.
The thing is, he was beat back door.
He was beat back door. But he saw it. He read the eyes.
Inspector Gadget arms stretched back and still came away with the steal.
Inside for the bucket are the Mounties. 32-24, 8-point ball game. 14 seconds left to play. This is one of the better teams we've seen stay with the Wildcats in the first half.
And you expect that, with the way these teams are just so used to each other. And,
Muldrew from downtown. And that's all she wrote for the first half of action. 35-24, 11-point lead for the Wildcats. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. We do not have an interview for you, but we do have commercials. Which one's better? I don't know. As we'll take one.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for students to compete in. I am Donald Tucker, president of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back. 24 seconds left to go until we get the third quarter action. 35-24 our score. Coach, what do the Wildcats need to do to kind of separate this game right now?
You know, I thought they kind of just got they settled for the three a little bit too much. I felt like early in the game, and once Jackson and some of the team players started to tap into their defensive intensity, Jackson really he's the one that kind of kicked things off by just his steals, ability to steal and push it in transition and take it the length of the floor and score. But we need to see more of that focus on the defensive end.
The defense has been the calling card of the Wildcats at times, but also the calling card has been living and dying by the three-point line. If I'm a team that scouts them, I'm like, we're going to see what they do from three because we got to play against their defense. I mean, that's really what it is.
And they have the ability to, you know, the times that they have scored in the paint, it has been off of defensive transition. So we need to force more missed shots or create some steals.
Just need more possessions.
Yep.
As Conley, guarded by Chronister, dribbles out. He's guarded heavily by Chronister, I should say. Taking that matchup personally. Sends it over to Marlee. He's been a little quiet tonight. Sends it over to Wood. Now Conley, a little touch pass. 3 up, 3 no good. Rebounded by the Mounties. Looking to push. Over to Chronister. He's guarded by Washington now. Inside. Going up and good for the Mounties and Garner.
As those types of possessions where we got to be tougher to score against.
Yes.
And we know we have a high-powered, high ability to score the ball. But we got to be able to take care of our defensive end.
14 assists per game as a team. That's one of them right there on the game. That's a great pass by Washington to lead the two youngins on the team for the Wildcats, the sophomore and the freshman connection. As Conley with the steal, another one added to his playbook tonight. As Conley, are they going to give him they're not going to give him the continuation. As that's going to go to Chronister, his first personal. Team's first in the second half.
Conley wanted that NBA continuation just now.
that would have been a continuation in the NBA, I agree.
They'll let you take 8 steps in the NBA, too.
As Mulder now with the ball. Gets 2, sends it over to Washington. That's the benefit of having a guy like Mulder. He picks up so much concentration from the defense that he can make plays like that. But for the Wildcats, you got to finish those.
Yep, and good look by Washington.
It is a very good look, considering what he shoots from there, which is, let's look at real quick. I got to have these more memorized. Let's see. He shoots 54% from 3.
Yeah.
That's a very good look for him.
I like it. And like we said, we have guys that can put the ball in the hole and are shooting at a very high clip.
6.5 points per game for Washington as a sophomore. They give it up. Jones. Now Gardner. Keeps it. Going inside against Washington. Gets it outside to Chronister. Wide open from 3. Gets it to fall. And when Chronister has been open, he's been able to convert. But when has he been open? That's the question.
Yeah, but, you know, Conley's putting so much pressure on him, but Chronister's already about 6'6", 6'7", and he shoots with such a high arching shot. It's hard to defend out there. But the key to guarding Chronister is not to let him catch it in those positions that he has the ability to score the ball.
Conley, another steal, and putting the frustration on a sophomore Chronister. And now he's a little bit giving some chirping to him.
Yep.
Clapping.
And be interesting to know what the single game record is for steals in a game, because he has about 6 or 7 right now.
He might get a double-double in steals. Almost got another one right there. Yep. He forced a turnover. So whether that's a steal or not, that's a forced turnover by Jackson Conley. Now he's looking up to the Rogers student section. That's something that this Wildcat team has a lot of. It's called grit.
Yep. But you don't want to lose focus on the prize, the true prize. The true prize isn't the fans in the stands.
Yes.
It's the 5 players you're playing against on the floor. So stay focused. It's only a 10-point game. We've seen how quickly Rogers can score. So you need to stay focused here.
Conley misses the three-point opportunity. 39-29, 10-point lead, 5:12 left to play in the third quarter. Inside, they call a foul before the shot. Hayden Wood will pick up his first personal, and we're going to see Colton Tuck get some early minutes in this ball game. In for Jackson Conley.
Is this Conley's first time sitting for the game? I don't remember if he went out.
I don't think he's come out of the game. Muldrew came out for spurts, little 30-second spurts. Interesting to see if Conley is out for 30 to a minute.
Now we see Muldrew having to be matched up against Chronister. It's a good matchup with the 2 SEC offerees.
Offerees, I like it.
I don't even
Jones.
know if that's a word.
I don't know if it is, but I like it enough where it is. It is on this broadcast. Chronister sends it over, and traveling violation called before anything else.
Wave it off, folks.
Wave it off. Crowd was not happy about that one.
It was pretty, though.
Showtime dunk.
It was pretty. Hey, and if you put it on your highlight tape with the sound off, nobody knows.
Exactly. Muldrew lobs it up, sent away. Lee was there, but so was the defender. 39-29 remains our score. 4:38 left to play in the third quarter. Lindsay going to settle the ball game for the Rogers Mounties. In for Jones. Jones has done a decent job on Muldrew tonight of kind of containing him in the full court.
Yep, and like I said, he's just trying to make it hard. You know, you can't stop a player like a Cortland Muldrew. You just make it difficult for him.
And if you can get him below his average, that's an accomplishment.
Yep.
Hayden Wood with the bucket. Inside.
Wood with a nice pull-up jumper by Hayden Wood. Like to see him get going a little bit more.
You would like to see that. Yes, I agree. 2 points in the game for Wood. That was his first bucket of the night. He averages about 8. Inside for Lindsay, no good. Muldrew with the rebound. Muldrew guarded by Nathaniel Jones. Putting on the dribble moves. Goes inside, puts up the fadeaway, and gets it to fall. Cortland Muldrew putting on the moves. And Jackson Conley sat for about a minute and a half, maybe. He's already coming back into the ball game for the Wildcats. That's a 30-second timeout, which means we'll take 30 seconds right here. We'll stay right here. 3:54 left to go in the third quarter, and it's a 14-point lead for the Wildcats. And they've kind of not necessarily separated, but stayed where they've been. They've maintained instead of separated.
Yeah, and you know, if you're Har-Ber, you just need to continue to just focus on getting better each and every possession. And Rogers, I think Har-Ber's starting to just wear on them. Yes. And that's what this team does. They wear on you. They wear on you. They wear on you. Coach Deffenbaugh has options on the bench that he can go to give his key guys a break for a minute or so, and then he gets them back out there. So, and most teams don't have the weapons that this Wildcat team has, or the ability to go to the bench and feel comfortable about leaving. You know,
and the endurance as well. You got to think Muldrew comes out for 30-second stints. Conley just sat for about a minute and 20 maybe, and they're still just going hard as they possibly can. So the endurance of the Wildcats, the athleticism of the Wildcats is something to be keyed in on anytime you watch them. As Lindsay going inside with the big boy move inside. 43-31, 12-point lead for the Wildcats as Conley, we saw it do it a little earlier, he's running the point guard responsibilities.
Yep. You hope he gets it past half court here. Ooh, pretty close to a 10-second violation.
Take a little too much time. Marlee driving baseline. Sends it back up to Conley for the reset. Gets the screen from Bledsaw. Doesn't shoot it, but gets inside, and that'll tip away as Lindsay got the ball. He'll run the point guard responsibilities real quick. Looking to go full speed. Sends it outside to Chronister. Now Garner, back to Chronister. And a foul on the three-point. The golden rule of basketball, in my opinion, don't foul the three-point shooter. Yeah. But sometimes there's not much you can do, especially when you're trying to blitz the screen.
Yeah, and Taven Bledsaw just playing hard, and that's one of those fouls that you hate to foul a three-point shooter, but that's a hustle foul. I call it those.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to give Chronister any good looks.
That's such a double-edged word, a hustle foul. Because you like the hustle part, but you hate the foul part.
Yeah.
As Chronister sinks it. Substitution for the Mounties. And for the Wildcats as well, Mulder will come into the game replacing Lee. And Garner will take a seat as Sadler will come into the game. Hopefully these rosters are correct on Scorebook Live, because otherwise I'm just calling people by their different names. I know Har-Ber's roster. I know that for a fact.
If
Scorebook
we are,
Live should be updated. Yeah. There you go. 43-33, 10-point lead, 2:50 left to go in the third quarter. Muldrew with the ball across the timeline. Gets the screen from Wood, a little guard-to-guard screen. Goes inside, and we'll send it out. And they will be fouled on the play before anything. So it should be a baseline out-of-bounds play for the Wildcats. Wood now with the ball. Sends inside to Bledsaw, gets it back, shooter step. Going against Chronister, fakes it, sends it inside to Bledsaw. Back out to Wood for the reset. 26 seconds left on the shot clock. Now Muldrew. Going inside to the corner to Tuck. Now Conley. Inside, back out to Tuck, driving baseline. Sends it out Wood, wide open three. Good! Hayden Wood. Down, from the three. I was about to say down low for some reason.
Credit Colton Tuck with being patient on that offensive possession. He
forcing.
had two opportunities to really actually pull and shoot.
If he wanted to, yes.
But he turned them down to get it to a better three-point shooter. And great just recognition by Colton Tuck on that possession.
Agreed. 43% from three-point territory is Hayden Wood. He leads the team in that percentage. As Muldrew misses the shot, gets his rebound, puts it back up. Muldrew averages 6 rebounds per game for a guard. Gets his rebound, gets the point. He's got 20 in the ball game. As that one's good for the Mounties. Kraut will score that one. That's going to be a 30-second timeout, which means we'll stay here for 30 seconds. Minute and 33 left in the third quarter. 48-36, 12-point lead for the Wildcats in what has not been a comfortable game at all.
No, and Har-Ber's just, we got a 12-point lead, and you just want them to just put them away at some point. But
put
Rogers,
the pedal to the metal.
Credit Rogers. They are not giving up. It would be very easy to say, you know what, we can't match. We're outmatched tonight. But they continue to knock on the door, and which forces the Wildcats to stay locked in and stay focused, because this game is still in reach. We still got another minute and a half in this quarter, another quarter of basketball to play.
Similar situation to the girls' game as well. The girls' game got big leads and then dropped them. Big lead, dropped.
Yep.
So it's just interesting to see if the Wildcats can we said it a few times tonight, maintain, not just go out and beat them by 30, because I don't think that's possible at this point. Maybe it is. But maintain a good lead. As Muldrew now with the ball guarded by Jones. Jones has stayed with Muldrew well tonight, even though he's got 20. Conley now with the ball. Muldrew does have the size advantage. They're looking to exploit it right now. Conley gives it to Wood. Wood, pull up, jumper, nothing but nylon for Hayden Wood. 7 points on the night for him.
Man, it's so fortunate when you have the ability to kick it out to your third option on scoring, and no, he's shooting at such a high percentage.
And the fact that he's a third option,
right,
when he could be a number one option, on another team in the 6A, is just shows you the depth of this Wildcat team.
Yep.
I honestly think if you put him on maybe a South Side team, even a North Side team, I think he'd be the number one option.
He gives them another,
As Chronister inbounds. That's tipped away by Tuck. Tuck has gotten some valuable minutes tonight.
Yeah, and Tuck has just always been a solid defensive player. Knows the positions he's supposed to be in on the floor. Doesn't try to do more than he's being asked to do, and just is a solid player.
If you remember a few games ago against Little Rock Central, he made that Hail Mary football pass.
Great pass.
To the
Beautiful
length
pass.
of the court for the layup to send it to overtime. Or to double overtime, one of the two. That game was insane. One of the best games I've ever commentated. As now Wood with the ball. Gets the screen from Bledsaw. Now resets it to Muldrew. The shot clock is about an 8-second differential. Maybe 7. As Muldrew dribbling against Jones. And that's a 5-second count called. I thought he broke the plane for a second, but maybe not.
Yes, eyes of the official. He did not.
He did not. Very well put.
He did not.
He did not. As Jones will inbound. Or nope, no he won't. Lindsay will inbound to Jones. Coach Deffenbaugh, I want to know this. I want to get a quote from Coach Deffenbaugh on the record. He claps. I played for him. He is one of the hardest clappers in the world. And I can't tell how he does not hurt every day with his hands. As that one hurts for the Wildcats. Lindsay goes inside for the bucket. He's gotten some big boy buckets tonight.
Yeah, and he's been a kind of a spark plug for them. And really, Lindsay, I've seen that boy play some football now. He knows how to lay some hits on the football field.
He knows how to lay some on the freaking basketball field, too, or the basketball court, too.
Yep.
.50-40. 7 seconds left to play. Lindsay misses the free throw. Wildcats going to have to go. Conley gets pushed. That'll be the third team foul on the Mounties, so it will not be free throws. That will mean 4.9 seconds left on the third quarter clock, and the Wildcats will have to go from that spot right there on the sideline.
But good foul because you don't want to give Jackson Conley room to get going downhill, especially with that much time still left on the clock.
Muldrew. He's going inside. Goes baseline. Sends it out. Tuck. Has to shoot it. Goes up. Does not get it to fall for the Wildcats. Muldrew saying shoot it initially instead of doing that little pull-up.
He really didn't have – I mean, he had enough time to get it off, but didn't have enough time to get off a quality look.
Exactly.
So, yeah, he should have pulled up the three from the three.
As we're going to send it to a quick commercial break, we'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Welcome back. 50-40 our score. A fresh 8 on the fourth quarter clock, and the Wildcats do not have the ball. The Mounties do. As Jones with the ball. Normally I say Wildcats, but here we are. Now Jones. Guarded by Lee. Lee with a great defense. Muldrew on the ground. So are two Mounties, but no jump ball called. Conley in transition. Up. Good and one. Jackson Conley. And you see a cameraman right down there. That's Dream Chaser Media. He just got the best shot of his life, I guarantee. Little shout out real quick. 7:38 left to go in the fourth quarter, 52-40.
I see a lot of those Dream Chaser highlights, you know, because I follow a couple of the kids. When I don't get to travel and watch them play, I like to see the results of the games, and they update the games more faster than anybody.
Yeah. Conley with a little drawback, and he gets the from the student section. Now Muldrew. There's no rush. That's what you like to see from the Wildcats. There's no rush when you reset the shot clock. Muldrew inside, dumps it down to Lee, and the bucket is good. 54-40. 7:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Some separation being created by the Wildcats as they put up 4 points already in a minute. Marley. Defense leading the offense. Conley inside. Puts up the acrobatic layup. Doesn't get the ball. Rebound. Trying to rebound again.
Muldrew was wanting the lob.
Don't we all want to see that? As now Jones thought he was going to step into a three. Instead goes for an easy layup and doesn't get it to fall. Wildcats were just not there. As Lee going inside and picked away.
But
could have been dunk time.
But although Rogers didn't make that, it's still an easy look right at the hole.
Chippy.
Yeah, just so many. And it'll be interesting after this game just to take a look at points in the paint.
It will be. I agree. I wish we were like college level, NBA level, where we get those stats brought to us like in game. As Muldrew knocks it down from 3-point
Talk about
territory.
NBA.
Yeah.
NBA 3.
23 points for Muldrew. Cronister now with the ball. He has 12. Guarded by Wood. Pulls up mid-range. Gets it to ball. And you said it earlier, the length of Cronister, the height of Cronister, and his release point is so high that it's hard to contest for anybody.
Yep.
Now Muldrew.
And that was a pretty high level shot that he just made. Able to pull up, go into his right.
Now Kraut going inside. Sends it to the corner to Jones. Reset to Amari Jones. Now Cronister asking for the screen on Wood. Getting boos from the student section. He doesn't like those. He gives it up. Jones, deep three. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Muldrew, and he'll go the other way. In transition, if you got to stop him, you got to foul him. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Now this is what you like to see. They came out, and they're meaning business at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and now you see the fatigue set in.
The biggest lead of the game, 17 points for the Wildcats, 59-42, and that's a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home. Connect with a personal banker and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Welcome back. 5:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. 59-42, a 17-point lead if my math stands right. Don't trust me on it. As the Wildcats lead in Wildcat Arena, they are 2-0 in conference play, 14-1 overall. The Rogers Mounties 11-6 overall, 1-2 in conference play. The Wildcats looking to go 3-0 and looking for that conference championship, the second of Coach Steffenbach's career, if he gets it.
Yep, and a lot of basketball left in the conference season, but if these Wildcats could continue to just lock in, play defense the way we know they're capable of playing defense, and do what we know they can do on offense, it should be a fun season throughout the conference. 6A, is it 6A or 7A in basketball? 6A basketball season.
Marlee inside for the two. Marlee's been a little too quiet for comfort tonight for the Wildcats, but he gets 6 points on the night for him. Inside Kraut gets rim stuffed, but they're going to call a foul, I think, on Washington. That's his third personal.
Kraut trying to make more highlights.
He got one earlier that was taken away, so.
Shh, that's a secret.
That's a secret for him, yes.
You know, I'm not going to take that young man's highlight away from him. Nobody knows. The ref blew the whistle.
If we mute the audio, no one knows. 61-43, 8 points for Kraut on the night. See, kind of the bigger look. We've seen Jones be in there in the smaller look and kind of pressure Muldrew. We've seen the bigger look with a little more of Gardner in there for the Mounties, so it's been a little different looks in there.
Yeah, and, you know, they're just trying to figure out how can we score against this team. You know, they have been able to attack the basket and get some points in the paint, easy layups, and
I want to see how many threes the Wildcats have attempted. I would like to see that. As Coach Steffenbach has not played in a while, he's not playing right now, I can tell you that.
Hey, he can still put up some shots, though.
I guarantee he can get some points in this game.
I've played some lunchtime pickup against old Coach Tommy D. So Tommy D was a stud high school and college player.
And that one's a foul on, I can't tell who those on, maybe Conley? Yep, on Conley, as that'll be a foul on the shot. That's his first foul. That's something impressive about Jackson Conley real quick, just giving him a little bit of flowers. But Jackson Conley has 1 foul and maybe 8 steals.
Yeah.
To be that aggressive on defense and not foul.
Foul. And that's just being, like I said, and honestly, he would rather play defense than offense. I really do think that, honestly.
Well, his defense leads to his offense.
He loves playing defense, and he feeds off of it. He gets hype when he can get a stop or a steal.
I want to know how many transition points he has off of his steals. How many points off turnovers does he have by himself of his 19 points scored?
Yep.
But a two-headed monster is the Wildcats right now. Jackson Conley and Cortland Muldrew. 19 for Conley, 23 for Muldrew, 7 for Wood. You want to call that a dynamic trio, you could.
Yep. The shot clock never started, so they got to reset it.
It's a 28 now. It's a daunting task of being a shot clock operator. It is.
Yes, it is.
Because you get chewed on if you don't start it. You get chewed on if you do start it too preemptively. Muldrew now with the ball. He's guarded by Jones. Up to Wood. Wood going inside.
Nice,
little Kareem, but couldn't get it to fall. A little hook shot. Now Kraut gives it up. Garner back to Kraut. Up top, sends it down low. Muldrew got there a little late, but still gives a good contest. Muldrew going in transition. Sends it all the way to the corner. Good vision. 3 up by Wood. Air ball. And that will be out of bounds. I think Marley touched it when he was out.
Wood knew it was kind of short as soon as it left his hand.
You know that as a shooter.
Yeah. I think it looked like it slipped.
3:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. 61-44. 17-point lead for the Wildcats. Over to Kraut. Over to Cronster. Deep 3. Up. No good. Rebounded by Muldrew. Really one of the only looks that Cronster has not capitalized on. He's not been able to get the ball in his hands a lot, but when he has been able to get it in his hands, he's done a great job of converting.
Yeah, he has, 10 points so far this half?
I think so, yeah.
Had 5 in the first.
Marley now with the ball.
And Lee's been, I guess he has 6.
I know, I said that earlier. He's a little quiet for the night. I mean, he averages 9.5 points per game, 4 rebounds per game on 31% shooting from three-point line. I mean, a solid player as a freshman for the Wildcats.
Yeah. 14 years old.
Gosh.
Pretty impressive.
Makes me feel old. And I never played, so I can tell. Yeah. Makes me feel old and bad at basketball as Muldrew misses that one. Bledsaw goes up. Doesn't get it. Looking to push are the Mounties. Give it up Garner. Outside Jones. Fakes a 3. Sidestep 3. Tries to get Bank. Does not get it. And Conley with a rebound. Loses the handle of it. But gets it back from Washington. Tries to pound it or lay up. And one play for Jackson Conley. He's been able to get three-point line threes. And he's been able to get 2-point threes.
To the rack. Yep. To the rack for and one.
You ever wonder what a 2-point three is? It's an and one. If anybody wants to catch my drift.
I was.
Okay, there we go.
I was.
At least someone was.
I was.
Conley got it. And now we're seeing what the Wildcats should have done a little earlier in the game, but are now doing at least. They're putting the pedal to the metal, and they have a 20-point lead against the Rogers Mounties.
Yeah. And, it took them a while to get going, but, you can they just have so much firepower, and they just continue to wear down the Mountie defense. Now you see him starting to pull away.
I think that was Raiden Sadler who scored that bucket. 2:08 left to play in the fourth quarter, 64-47. A 17-point lead for the Wildcats. Muldrew. Oh, got double teamed. Tries to send it inside. Kraut lost it. Picks it back up. Sends it over Chronister. And Muldrew there and says, no, you're not dunking in this house.
No, sir. And I'm surprised he actually contested. It's really, at this point in the game, you don't want to risk getting hurt or hurting anybody. But, good contest, and it paid off. Connerton misses the first one.
Looking at the stats for the girls' game, Madison Campbell got 10 points, 6 rebounds. So, good game for her, 10 and 6.
Wow.
I'll take that any day.
10.6 boards. And how many steals and blocks?
3 steals, 3 blocks.
3 blocks.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
If we're playing fantasy basketball, I think I'm picking her up every day of the week.
Points.
Kyler Brown will come into the ballgame replacing Chronister. Menifee will come into the ballgame replacing Marlee. So Wood, Lee, and Washington out of the game, but the two-headed monster is still in the game with Jackson Conley and Corla Muldrew. 23 for Muldrew, 22 for Conley. They've been sharing the offensive load tonight.
Yep.
Muldrew going to get doubled. Sends it over Conley. Now Muldrew, minute and 25. Let's play in the fourth. Getting doubled again is Muldrew. Sends it down low. Haskins goes up for the layup. Does not get it to fall, but a foul. A goaltend's called.
Yep.
How often do you see that in high school basketball?
Very often.
And you see the Mounties kind of subbing out right now.
Yep.
They send it down low, and that's out of bounds. And now you see the Wildcats kind of counter as well. Javion Phillips, DT Mosby will come into the game. Or TD. TD, my bad. I get those mixed up all the time. I've said that before.
DT?
DT. TD Mosby.
And really, if you base it off of his name, it should
That's
be
what
DT.
I think
but
about
old
his first
Coach
name.
Sim kind of messed that one up when he was in the second grade. I thought the kid's name was TD. So I called him TD, and I guess it stuck.
Yeah. 57 seconds left to play in the game. 66-48, 18-point lead. Javion Phillips sends it to the corner. Tuck all the way. Now to Phillips. 3 up, 3 short.
Not warm.
Not warm, no. The JV game is weared off by now.
Yep.
Lindsay sends it over to the corner. 3 up, 3. No good.
Oh,
Rebounded by Lindsay. Goes up, knocked away by TD. And that one's going to be a foul. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 66-48, 18-point lead for the Wildcats as the Rogers Mounties and Lindsay will go to the line, shooting 2. Lindsay shoots the first and misses. Austin Ressinger will come into the ball game for the first time, getting cheers from the crowd. You see he is the second senior of 2 on the roster for the Wildcats, him and Menifee, which is kind of different from last year's team, which had a lot of seniors on it.
Yeah.
Jake Fonopoulos, Nick Kingsbury, to name a few.
To your knowledge, did any of those guys, did they go on to play any college ball? And
none of them.
None of
Because
them
I played with all of them, and so I know them pretty well, and none of them went on to play. Most are actually at, I think all of them actually are at Arkansas, University of Arkansas. Haskins puts in the bucket. And 68-48. That is what she wrote for this ball game. 20-point win. What wasn't at all a comfortable game for the Wildcats turns into one at the end.
Yep, both teams really fought hard, but Wildcats able to pull away down the stretch and take home the first home win of the year. Is that correct?
Nope, Southside.
Of this year? Of the 2024?
This year. No, you're right. You're right. Yep, this year.
2024.
I forgot of the year. We're in 2024 now.
2020. He keeps forgetting it's a new year.
It's a new year. There we go. 20-point win. That's a great way to start the new year as well.
Yep.
They improved to 3-0 in conference play. The Mounties fall to 1-3 in conference play. Let's look at the sponsors for the game. We've got one more roll of sponsors for you. Our in-game sponsors. at Springdale Athletic Foundation. Slim Chickens, love that. Trade Pro. United. Tacos for Life. Storms and Swiderski Orthodontics. And that's going to do it from tonight from Wildcat Arena. Thank you for joining us on behalf of Coach Simeon Hensey, Donald Tucker, Connor Jenkins. Thank you and good night. Jackson Colby weaves through, gets to the ball, and one play.